Hey, Farron. I have a question that I feel is being ignored by all other channels. The governor of Florida just had his cronies in the State House pass a bill giving him the ability to keep his governorship position while running for president. Now the governor has the ability to overturn any federal charges against Trump. Is anybody else concerned that DeSantis will just forgive Trump's convictions and all this will have been for nothing? All right, here's the thing, because there's several issues you bring up in this. First and foremost, I did talk about that legislation that Republicans passed that got rid essentially of Florida's resign to run law. I also talked about the fact that they had promised they weren't going to do it. So they lied to the public, to the American public, to their constituents down here in Florida. They held a special session and they said, hey, listen, no, we're not holding a special session to repeal the resign to run law. We're holding a special session because we're gonna work on some voting legislation. And then they immediately repealed the resign to run law, which says that if you're seeking an office, but half of your current term would overlap with the term you're seeking, you have to resign the office. They undid that so that Ron DeSantis could run for president. And of course, shortly after that, he made his run official. So they lied. They did exactly what they swore they were not going to do. And now the rest, of course, is history. And Ron DeSantis is launching what is being called by Republican Governor Larry Hogan the worst campaign he's ever seen in his life. And that's not inaccurate either. Ron DeSantis' support has plummeted since he entered the race. He is the only candidate, by the way, that did not get a polling bounce from his announcement. He actually went down in the polls after he actually announced he was running. So things are going horribly for Ron DeSantis, and I love every second of it. As for the second part of your question, if he's still governor, can he just get rid of these charges against Trump? No, he cannot. Because even though the trial is taking place here in the state of Florida, they're federal charges. So these are charges from the federal government, not from the Florida state government. If Trump was being charged with breaking the law in Florida, which I know he did allegedly broke the law in Florida, but he broke a federal law, not a state law. If he'd broken a state law, Ron DeSantis could 100% pardon him for that. But because these are federal charges, there's only one human being on the planet that has the authority to pardon him for it, and that is whoever happens to be president of the United States at the time. So there's no worry there about Ron DeSantis pardoning Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is being charged with federal crimes, even though it's at a courthouse in Florida. It's a federal courthouse. So I understand where the confusion comes from. Honestly, in the early days of this, I made an incorrect assumption and got it wrong on Twitter. But no, Ron DeSantis can't do anything about it. These are federal charges. DeSantis has no power.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and well, here comes the awkward part at the end of the video where I ask you to like, comment, and share, and subscribe for more content from Ring of Fire. Also, you should consider becoming a member for some exclusive content and perks, including early access videos and exclusive videos. Check out the link in the description.